All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, minutes being approved. To our new business, we have Mr. Mills.
All right, good afternoon, Council and Mayor. We have one applicant today. They're applying for an on-premise restaurant retail liquor license, Olympus 01 LLC, DBA Santos Streets Eats and Bars located at 1014 7th Avenue. Again, like I said, restaurant retail liquor license. This is the hours of operation, 11 a.m. Sunday to 10 p.m., Monday 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., Tuesday 11 a.m. to 12 a.m., Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. This is an aerial map. Shows the zoning map. Then we have adjacent businesses located next to it. They have copies of the restaurant, the menu. If you guys can't see that, they brought some copies with them. But the next two slides shows the menu. This is the floor plan. It was designed by the architect. The occupancy is 230, but that includes inside the bar area, which is 78, and a patio area of 152. Police department haven't had any incidents from February 12th, 2024 to February 12th of 2025. The police department has expressed some objection to this application, mainly because they feel that this could possibly be turned into a bar based off the operating hours. The hours that I submitted at first, we've actually talked to them. They have adjusted the hour to what you just saw on the slide. We have representatives from the police department and the fire marshal office here that give some feedback, as well as the applicant to answer any questions you have.
You said their hours were adjusted after the police's recommendation?
No, I talked to them at first. Originally, when they were starting out, it was supposed to be from 11 a.m. to 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
But that was when they got started. But recently we talked and they adjusted the hours themselves to the current hour.
Okay.
So they reduced it by 1 hour, is that correct?
Well, actually, on several days, it's gonna be it was gonna be 7 hours, 11 to 2 in the morning, with the exception of Sundays with the different operating hours as far as alcohol opportunities. So now they adjusted down.
Did you guys go back through the hours they're going to be open?
Yes, sir.
Sunday 11 you said, check.
Yes, sir. So it's Sunday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Tuesday 11 a.m. to midnight. Wednesday through Saturday 11 a.m. to 1:30 a.m.
So they adjusted them by half hour?
Actually, Monday was like
They adjusted Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday
yes,
by half hour.
that's correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. Who's the district? This is
Mine?
yours?
And like I said, the applicant is here to answer any additional questions you have.
Sure, come on
I
up.
wanna hear from the
Introduce
applicant.
yourself, tell us about your business, please.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Giovanni Roscoe. I'm from Decatur, Alabama, about 2 hours north of here. I graduated from here 2 years ago. My mother and my general manager right there, we own a few restaurants as a family in Decatur, Alabama and Hartsville, Alabama. We've been in the business since 1999. Our restaurants have won Best Mexican Restaurant for 25 years straight in the Tennessee Valley. When I went to school here, I had saved up a good amount of money from working at my parents' restaurants through high school and college, and I knew I wanted to open a business afterwards. When I was here one day, I was getting some food at Quick Grill, and I thought, man, I think I could also do something and offer hot, fresh food also, and other options for people to have besides just Quick Grill at the time when I came up with the idea. When I graduated from here, I wrote one of my last papers was a 25-page business plan on how to open a business here in Tuscaloosa. And I got right to it, got the building a couple weeks after I graduated. I've been working on it ever since. Wanted to bring street food from around the world here, something fun, something kind of different. And I believe that's what I wanted to say.
So why is your rice right?
Sir?
The rice is right.
The rice is right, yeah.
I like that,
Thank
man.
you. It was a fun play on the words. I also wanted
Your
to,
menu is very interesting.
Thank you.
I love
Thank you so much.
the comic approach to it.
thank you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to say. We understand the concerns that the police department and anyone else may have. As a student that went here, as someone saw the businesses that were here before, someone that has lived here, I understand the concerns of the city. I want to open a restaurant and a business that is conducive to a multi-million-dollar university and the students that gets in here to eat at this university. We have every intention, and we are very clear on the rules and regulations to run a restaurant. No tables moved, no dance floor. We don't even really have a sound system. It just seemed like a great opportunity to open a really good restaurant there when I saw that location.
It sounds like you've grown up in this business. The one thing that we get concerned about, I get concerned about, is people come in with great intentions with the restaurant and then struggle, and then they realize they can make more money serving alcohol than they can food. We just want you, to be successful, and what I'm hearing you say is you are a restaurant. That is your focus.
Through. We're restaurateurs. We've never owned a bar. We only own restaurants. As I was telling Mr.
Why the
Smith,
late hours then? Why the
Why?
why the late hours? Why the 1:32 a.m.?
because when I was in school here and there was late at night, my only options were to DoorDash, McDonald's, and maybe some Quick Grill. There really wasn't any good hot fresh food options. And when I studied abroad, one of the best things that I found was, the late night food scene there was amazing. You got the best food there, and that's why.
I like that. When it was the frustrating things when I do the talent show at the Bama Theater every August, and my judges come up from Walt Disney World, and there's no place to, after the show, it maybe runs 10 o'clock, there's no place to eat.
I ran through the same problem. It's part of where the idea came from.
Yeah.
I was partially inspired by Quick Grill, and I was like, man, I really like this. I wish I had something better. And I said, well, maybe I can do something better.
Yeah, the guy from, what's it, jalapeno, what's the
I think his name is Giovanni.
Giovanni, last year, he personally kept the kitchen open, a new place down here so we could have a place to go.
He's a very nice man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I'm sorry to just speak up a little bit. So, my role, sure. So my role here obviously is more of a supporting role for Giovanni, I'm his mother, but have, just as much experience. But I kind of wanted to add, and I'll explain to Chief of Police and, gentlemen, that, we normally, we work with the city. We have been in North Alabama for, 30 years. My family's been there longer. But we fully understand. We understand that we're catering to younger kids too, but we also like to cater to adults in population, and that seems like a big challenge because maybe not a lot of locals would like to come to that downtown area, trying to avoid all the crowd and everything, but we seem to be in a very good location where we can offer that a little bit of tranquility and also good food. And I've seen it in a few places. I've seen, indicator happening in some places right across from the theater, the Princess and stuff. And, you see people that come, like you said, the show, they come after they have a bite and they might have, somebody just sitting down having, a few drinks, but also having food as well. So we are obviously planning on getting involved with the city. Just like I said, we're involved, like I've been in the Board of Zoning for the city of Decatur. I was part of the one Decatur plan for, as long as it was. I think it lasted like a couple of years, maybe 3. We always get involved with the, charity organizations. The United Way has been probably my place to go for 10 years. Every place we go, we try not to just take, but we also give and, be of service. And obviously, I want to say honor that we're part of the city, obviously, because they call us because we're not, we're good citizens to the, to where we go. They ask us to, serve and stuff like that. So we're planning on doing the same thing in Tuscaloosa. And I just moved here just so I can help them. So, thank you.
Is there residential nearby?
Yeah, it's in the midst of residential, but also commercial. But of course, that residential is it's 500 student apartments, and there's houses there. That's the site of an old. What was the name of that restaurant?
Cozy's. Is it Cozy?
No,
Fine
but that for a while,
Storyville.
had a very popular adult following, all right, adult patronage. In fact, if anything, it was probably more of an adult venue than a college kid venue. Chief Rice, you got anything you want to offer from the police department?
I mean, well, you know, our objections, I mean, probably the same as y'all's. I mean, we always worry that restaurants turn into bars. It seems like there's no clear definition sometimes on that. We don't like restaurants that turn into bars, and we have 2 a.m. problems across the city as it always occurs. You know, we want them to make money, and if they operate as a restaurant, we fully support it. I worry that just like other places in the city have done, they've changed their business model after the fact. So that's our concerns.
What kind of parking do y'all have?
We have maybe, oh, sorry. No, go ahead. No, maybe 8 spots right in front of the restaurant. That's about it. And it's public parking on the road. There's no actual parking for our place alone.
So where do you think the 230 people will park?
I was hoping to just the base of all the people that live around us to be our consumer base. Everyone always tells me, "Oh, the game days are going to be amazing," and I'm like, "Yeah, but that's
Game days will be
But
amazing.
I can't base my business model off of that." So this already houses Tutwiler, all those residential places around us. I'm the only restaurant on that entire street aside from Ram and Gemma's. So I believe that that's enough of a base for me right there.
That church parking lot's pretty close.
Trinity's, yeah,
Yes,
but
but
they're not, they
I don't
definitely
think it's
do not
public.
want.
They won't want you there, I mean, you know that.
And there's a liquor store right next to us and bar. So I mean, I didn't think they'd want them, but we offer food, you know.
Yeah, ain't devastating.
So I'm Lee Busby, I'm your district councilman.
Yes, sir.
And we talked, what was it, a year and a half ago?
About
It's
2
been
years
a
ago.
while. What
Yes, sir.
happened?
About 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yes, sir. What happened?
Yeah.
It's very expensive to open a restaurant. I did it by myself with no loans or anything, just a little bit of money that I saved up. I worked 2 or 3 jobs between McDonald's, bar backing, and everything else to get it open and get it to this point.
A restaurant that serves alcohol?
Sir?
I said a restaurant that serves alcohol is welcome in that area, okay? You're welcome.
Thank you.
Particularly a good restaurant. But I'm just telling you, if it turns into a bar, there's going to be a skinny little old man in the police department so deep in your knickers you will not want to see me coming. All right? Because I do not need another 230 spaces of pure drinking all night. I just don't. And so I'll be one of your first patrons.
Thank you.
But you stick to your word.
Yes, sir.
All right? I
Thank
don't
you.
have any other questions.
They did, I think the fire marshal wanted to say something.
Oh, yeah.
Follow Councilor Busby, that was pretty good stuff right there. But basically, my concern is similar to PD. Wish Giovanni the best of luck. We don't have a problem with anyone starting a restaurant here in Tuscaloosa. A little bit concerned with the hours a little bit because those are the wee hours of the morning that establishments usually require more overwatch from PD and sometimes from the fire marshal's office. And albeit, I know that's student-oriented housing adjacent to it, it's still residential as well. So those are some things that kind of just stuck out to me when I was reviewing his application. So that's it.
Thanks, Marshall. So I'm assuming y'all have already done a deep demographic study, and like you've already noted, your game day, you won't be able to handle them all. But in many ways, the restaurant market in Tuscaloosa is an 8.5 month market.
Yes, sir.
And so
The summer and December, I know.
you have
Very
to
well
be able to make it on that.
Yes, sir.
And I guess, you know, like, obviously I'm personally, neither him or me are used to like that type of model, I guess, to where we know we're not gonna have, you know, business in the summer and we're not gonna have, you know, certain times, you know, when the kids are not there, we're gonna try to adjust and,
But-
you know, to the best that we can for that. Go ahead.
And to her point, one of the things that was a great idea of hers was I had said that during the busy fall and spring, we set a percentage aside to cover our rent and our stuff during the summer. it may make sense to open on 3 days a week during the summer or just close for the summer because of how it is, but we need to have money set aside for the rent and that'd be well ahead. The other thing that we wanted to do is during the summer and the month of December, we wanted to try and up our catering, go to local businesses and try and get our catering and we have a big kitchen and it's a great kitchen for catering, so we'd really like to push that and see if we can't do that. And we also were interested in doing meal prep for people. You know, these parents and their kids, and they're not always eating the best food, and it's hard to cook, and you're always eating out. So we were interested in maybe down the road in the future doing some sort of meal prep so it could make some extra money during the summers.
Locally too, we eat
Yeah.
during the
Yeah,
summertime.
don't
Yeah,
just
of
sit
course.
You
down,
know,
yeah.
you ain't gotta sit down,
You know,
we get hungry.
Absolutely.
But there is potential. Drive by Taco Mama down here.
Yeah. They
They're
were crowded
lined
today.
up four wide coming all the way out the door. So
Yeah.
there's huge potential for a good restaurant of that type.
Yes, sir.
Go for it. But if you turn into a bar,
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, and just to add, I mean, honestly, like what he was saying, no, it's just a quick comment. You know, when you said why it took so long, I mean, I didn't buy him his first car. Once he started working, like, you know, I guess my goal was to kind of teach him to do his own. So yes, we could have come and supported him and given him the money, but when was he gonna learn what it took to open a business, right? So it took him that long because it took him that long to gather the money himself. So, you know, we could have come and rescued him, but the lesson would have been missed there, so.
Okay,
welcome.
all right. Is there anything else? This is for a favorable or unfavorable vote to the council, right, Vicky? No?
Yeah,
Yes.
just for a favor. Because either way it goes, if you guys are against it, they still have to be presented before
Go
the
to
full
the
body
council, yeah.
for approval.
All right, so can I get a motion?
I make a motion.
All right, second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so this is a,
Yeah,
I'm just skeptical, folks. I hope you make
Motion
$1
passes.
zillion and don't have a problem.
I get it.
all right,
But as Mr. Busby said, do what you say you're gonna do.
all right. So if there's nothing else to come before the committee, can I get a motion to second?
Adjourn.